Okay, AxFlow AQS Liquid Transfer is part of a much bigger group, privately owned Swedish company, and it's called Axel Johnson. And we part of a division for flow solutions, so AxFlow. Digital transformation to us is about efficiency. I think we've hinted at that before, and efficiency related to use of compressed air and obviously use of electricity resources, which we all know is pretty scarce in the African context. So it's variable speed drive, variability of pumping solutions, and finding the sweet spot in duty so that we don't overcompensate and use excessive energy to get something achieved, and get a lot achieved with one product. So variability of a product in a specific application is important to what we're trying to achieve. At KITE2025, we have three definitive segments of tech. The one is air-operated pumps. So we have Sandpiper and Versamatic as we're the OEM for the brands, and the new technology of Sandpiper and Versamatic is all about efficiency. So air valve efficiency, hydraulic efficiency, but all compressed air propelled. The second important new tech, call it new tech development over the last couple of years and recently introduced into the market, is electrical diaphragm pumps. So also with variable speed drives and infinite variability and compact. Some opposition companies have the same kind of tech but bulky, difficult to handle and actually be mobile in applications such as mining, where it naturally would evolve to. So the product that we do, the EODD is branded Graco, and it leads the market in that segment on the electrical side. The other segment is actually behind me. It's in the electrical sphere, and it's to do with creative water solutions. So whether you're supplying industry or mining or domestic or retail hardware segments or buildings, HVAC, you want to find the sweet spot in efficiency. And often you have a very variable duty, but you can only supply one system, and to put it together, you need to obviously have the engineering tech and the control systems to get to that place where you want to be at variable times. Very simple explanation is in a hotel at 3 o'clock in the morning, you'll have a trickle of water flowing into the hotel, and the system needs to supply that at high efficiency. But at 7 or 8 in the morning, when everybody's showering, you need to run very far on flows and on pressures and still be efficient. So that's just a very basic example of what we're trying to attain in any and all industries. Adoption of new technology is more a people thing. I think people are naturally resistant to change, and that's been like this probably from the Stone Age, I guess. So we find that when you have the tech and you know it's going to work, you've studied it, you've tested it, everything is in place, you need to overcome the human barrier. And how we do that is by putting together very extensive training modules and having training days and having people, engineers available to visit our customers or potential customers, hand out training material, have online training material, so that you kind of make it easy for people to adopt. And once it's adopted, the same applies to the next company that comes along that wants their tech adopted. So once you're in, it's difficult or once somebody else is in, it's difficult, high barrier of entry. So you're doing high-tech work, but you're also creating barriers of entry. We make sure that our systems are integratable in existing systems. So typically in big factories, they have a central control room, and everything is integrated into central control. Same with mining operations, and we need to be able to integrate onto their existing systems or give a feasible alternative to replace whatever systems are outdated. A lot of times you get to a factory and they're running tech from 30 years ago, from 20 years ago, from 10 years ago, and from the future, and you try to find the middle ground to make all of that talk to each other, and that we do well. KITE is, in my opinion, one of the best platforms in KZN to showcase product. Obviously, we want to create brand awareness. We're proud to be associated with very established and high integrity brands with very high quality ratings, which is what you want to adapt when you have a manufacturing facility typically. I think for the opportunity to exhibit at KITE and be seen as part of the industrial community in KZN is the perfect platform actually for us to showcase what we do and exactly what we spoke about. It's where we need to be.